Hello, besties! How are you today? I am great. I'm in a marvelous shape because of this. Because of Def's album. I'm finally having it with me here on my desk in my house. I'm so happy, so grateful. And also, if you can see, I've created a bit of an ambience because we all know that Def is a rather he's a romantic by heart at heart. So yeah, I wanted to create something special with some candles and some Swarovski thingy here. And here I have a flower, but you cannot see it because of the because how I placed my phone to film. But that's okay, just imagine the flower, imagine the romantic ambience here for not an unboxing of Def album, but rather a showcase of the pulls that I have, and also talk a little bit of the album, the aesthetics, the songs, things like that, right? The importance of this album. Because yesterday I received this album, but you know me, I do not have patience whatsoever. So that's why I unboxed it yesterday, and today I decided just to showcase everything that I said that I wanted to talk about. So yeah, this is my first batch. This is the album from the SubK shop, and I went for a go because I wanted actually to buy it by myself, but the shipping was extremely expensive. From South Korea to Spain, it was like 110 euros for shipping without any custom fees. So imagine the other expenses. So I decided to go with a go. And here I have my super infamous SubK exclusive photo card that every freaking one wants it in their life. I went yesterday and checked Mercari Japan, and I saw this photo card for like in between 78 to 98 euros. So everyone wants it, and I'm happy to have it. So let's flip it over to the room. Here it is. Look at this baby. My God, no words can express the feeling this photo card gives me. You know, you understand? I think I yesterday when I unboxed it, I was more excited of seeing this card than maybe a signed PC. Nah, I'm just kidding. I lie. It's not the same sensation, it's not the same feeling, but still, this is beautiful. It's superb. As I said, no words can describe this beauty. So yeah, I have this one. And yeah, yesterday while I unboxed it, I was hoping for a signed PC, but guess what? I'm not even mad about not pulling a signed PC, because the album in general and this photo card and the pre-order benefit, everything is just so subliminal. And I wasn't mad for not pulling one. Maybe in my second batch that I have 3 more albums to go from K-Town for You. I'm assuming they will arrive in, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, because I went with a go from Italy. So yeah, I have to wait a little bit more, but maybe in there I will find, if I'm lucky. Normally I'm not lucky, but let's hope. Maybe I will. Maybe I will find a signed PC, but this one is precious. He's so cute. There's another one with his geeky looking face, and hopefully in that second batch I will pull it. But for today I have this one. And without any further ado, let's start and talk about the importance of this Def Love album. If you are a JB stan, you know that he started showing his other songs on SoundCloud, like in 2016, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And the progress of his Def career, alter ego, is impressive, because starting from not being able to showcase his songs in his previous company to this day of having an actually physical album is huge. And he also sold 52,000 copies, more than 52,000 copies. I actually wouldn't expect him to sell that much, but this can only make sense that people actually love his songs, and this album was so good. I have to admit that before listening to it, I had super high expectations and I was a little bit nervous because for me, SubK, his JB first album, first EP, is actually my favorite album of all time. I'm not very knowledgeable of K-pop, but the albums that I've listened to and the songs that I've listened to, SubK for me is like God, you know? So yes, it's true that before I've listened some of his deaf songs and I love them, but I'm not that picky with songs, but I'm super picky when it comes to albums. So for me, an album to be a no skip album, it has to be super good. It has to be like bomb.com, you know? And as I mentioned, SubK for me was that kind of album, a no skip album. When I listen to it, I do not have the tendency of skipping one or two or three songs. No, no, no. Everything is perfect. Is just chef's kiss. That's the new expression in K-pop. So yeah, based on that, I had really high expectations of Def new album, first album actually. And guess what? My expectations were satisfied because this album is a definite no skip album. So ever since the 26th of January, I am actually in between SubK and Love and SubK, so I'm switching between those two albums constantly. And now I cannot even listen to Def's older songs because this album is that great. Then let's talk a little bit about the art and the colors that he chose. And I think everything is perfect. You know, he's a very artistry person. He loves photography and he loves art. So this cover page basically shows and emphasizes his love for art. He's an artist by heart, right? So I really like the combination of this green, blue, and red colors. I think it's so pleasant to the eyes, and the whole aspect of this album gives me like vintage vibes. So retro vintage vibes. So for me, it's perfect. The only downside is the fact that yeah, it's a digipack, so it's small. Oops. I already have some. Okay, I'm taking good care of it, but you know it's a little bit sensitive, right? So yeah, it's a little bit small. I would have preferred maybe a photo book version also, but it's Def, so we have to understand his preferences and respect his preferences. He already gave us 3 cards, so let's be happy and pleased with that. So yeah, when we open it, also the CD is simple yet perfect, screams perfection. When it comes to Def, you don't need a lot of things. You just need his beautiful voice, and that's it. You know, you need he seeks simplicity yet perfection. So this is exactly what we are getting in this album. Regarding this little photo book, we have some of the most beautiful photos ever. Also in a very simple way, but super aesthetic pleasing to the eye. So it's perfect. My god, these photos were too much for my heart actually. Too much for my heart. Yeah. Just, you know, simple yet perfect. Oh, and by the way, everything here was done by Def and his team. So he's the producer, he's the creative director, he did everything, and he did such a good job. And also his team, it's not spring, oh my god, they are so talented. I've seen all of these days those visualizers and the live clips that they created together with Def. They're just perfection, man. They're just perfection. I have no words to describe everything that I'm feeling right now, right? So the last part that I would like to talk about is the songs. So I'm switching between favorite songs. Well, they are all my favorite, but if I had to rank them in an order that I would keep on listening to, even though I keep listening to freaking every one of these 6 songs. But if I have to rank them, I would go with the very, very first song, Sunset with You. This is so sexy, you know? That type of song that is perfect for a walk on the beach, maybe with your lover, even though you are walking and enjoying the landscape by yourself is perfect. And I just imagine myself there on the beach with my lover or by myself, just taking a deep breath and listening to the ocean waves and seeing the sunset and listening to the song is just pure perfection. The second favorite song would be Why. This is also a very sexy one. The third one, I would go with I Just Wanna Know. Then for me it's Again, Want You, and Like a Fool with Junie. But I repeat, every song is my favorite one, but just as ranking them, that would be my top songs. So yes, this is it. I have no other things to talk about. I think I've already covered basically everything that I wanted to express in this video. I will film the other video maybe of the unboxing of the other three albums from K-Town for You. I would really like to get a signed PC. I shouldn't lie. Yes, I think every one of us wants one. And I'm of course very realistic in saying that it's gonna be super difficult, almost quite impossible, but I still have my hopes up. Maybe I will be able to, and if not, and if someone wants to sell, even though I do not understand people that wants to sell them, but everyone has their own reasons, right? So if someone will sell a signed PC, I will definitely be there hunting it down and buying one, even though I won't pull one from the physical album. I would really like to have that in my collection, in my binder, because this album is very special for me. I'm a new fan of Def JB in Jabom, but this is the first album of his that I am actually buying because I haven't bought yet the Somofume. I will eventually, soon enough, will buy it. But for me, this is my first album buying from Im Jabom as an artist, and that's why I keep it very dearly in my heart. So, thank you very much, besties, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you keep enjoying Def's music and his album and photo cards, voice, aesthetics, everything. And until the next time, stay healthy and maybe see you all in Yugyom's concert. That's my huge priority for next week. Maybe I will be able to get my hands on a ticket. So thank you very much, besties, and have a great week. Bye bye.